Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So in this short video, I'm going to quickly talk about one of the first banners that has, the first set of banners that has been announced officially by MiHoYo now within the last hour on Twitter. So the new banners will have Xiao, of course we already knew that, and Shenhe, and the 4-star characters on there will be Yunjin, who we already knew, and Ningguang and Xiangyun. So I have some of the characters here. Obviously we don't have Shenhe and we don't have Yunjin yet, but you know, Xiao is a character that many people have been waiting for because we only got him basically in the last Lantern Rite, and this is the next Lantern Rite for Chinese New Year. So this is your time to get him, guys and girls. Whoever has been waiting for him should get him now. Definitely it's a poll. If you've been waiting this long and saving your wishes, etc., or your money for this, you should definitely poll for him. Okay, we're not going to talk about the weapons in this video, but next we're going to talk about Shenhe. So Shenhe is a complete support character, but she could probably serve a support DPS role as well. She is specifically a cryo support, which is following in line with what the game is currently doing, which is trying to buff up and rebalance some of the meta, changing it up a little bit, and focusing more on a, you know, like solo kind of element kind of situation. Now I have Rosaria on the screen here because a lot of people, and including myself, do think of Shenhe as a 5-star version of a Rosaria, which in a way they are. Now people also said Shenhe is very much like a Kazuha because of her ult. It swirls around and it's a huge AoE area, which is totally valid as well. But it's in essence, she's very similar to Rosaria because Rosaria does buff her cryo teammates. She also transfers some of her crit rate, for example. I'm not saying that Shenhe does that, but I'm saying the idea is similar. Like you know, Rosaria can be a DPS, but a sub DPS and a support DPS. So similarly, Shenhe will fill the same role. And Shenhe definitely should be very interesting to play, especially paired with Xiangyun, who will be on this banner as well. I actually really like Xiangyun, and I really want to see how their storylines align, because they're both exorcists, they're both cryo, they're both from Li Yue. Actually, all the characters on this banner are from Li Yue, and 2.4, all of the patch characters are all going to be featuring from Li Yue, including the second half, which I'll do a separate video for after this. Okay, and Xiangyun, I've already done a video for him previously. I previously did one for Xiao as well. Do check it out. I also did one for Ningguang, and Ningguang's a very solid Geo DPS catalyst. And after they've kind of buffed up and, you know, put Geo back in the, you know, the meta and balance it out a little bit, it is something that is very interesting to consider. And she is one of the stronger 4-star characters for sure if you invest in her. And definitely we're going to get her new dress as well, which is definitely, I'm excited for that because we get it for free because she's a 4-star character. We get it for free by completing the Lantern Rite events. And I actually prefer the look of her new dress more than her current existing dress, because her current existing dress is fine. However, I don't like the bun at the top of her head. It's crooked and it makes her look old and kind of witchy. I get what they're trying to do though. They're trying to make her like that, you know, the Chinese, like, you know, like lady in the court kind of feeling, especially with her dress. The dress is okay, but I do like the new idea of the new dress more. So regardless, all the characters are solid. I actually would like to use this opportunity in 2.4 to buff up my Xiangyun a little bit more, because by leveling up Shenhe, if I do get her, then I could probably, you know, also use some of those items, especially the cryo crystals, etc., to level up my Xiangyun a little bit more, etc. too. So is this banner going to be a must poll? I would say yes for those of you who are definitely waiting for Xiao. Is it a must pull for Shenhe? I would say not sure though, because we don't know fully how she's gonna work yet, and we don't know if she's technically a must pull, because I know that some people really wanted her to be a completely DPS character, but then I feel like the support characters have more longevity. However, we do have a lot of cryo characters in the game already, so I can see some people being apprehensive about that, and that's okay. And also 2.4 is a very stacked patch. There's a lot more characters coming. The next video I'm going to be talking about Ganyu and Zhongli as well, but stay tuned for that. It's going to be up right after this. But this video is more about this upcoming banner for Xiao and Shenhe, and I do think that it is still a good banner to pull for, especially if you want either of the 5-star characters. And the 4-star characters are all solid. In my opinion, I'm very excited for Yunjin. We will be getting one copy of her for free from the Lantern Rite Festival if you choose to take her as the 4-star that you select from the free 4-star selection. So I would definitely recommend that, because that way, and that's a way to also, if you are saving for the next set of banners or for a future patch instead, that's one way to get Yunjin without pulling on either of of these two banners, for Shenhe or Xiao, and save your gems and pulls for the next group, which is Ganyu and Zhongli, or even for a future patch, right? The estimation, in my own personal opinion, and no leaks here, is that 2.4 likely will return us to Mondstadt, and likely will probably bring us back to familiar characters such as Venti and Klee, I think. Likely. Because if we follow the Lantern Rite last year, after Lantern Rite, we did return to Mondstadt for the Windbloom Festival. I'm not sure if they're going to do something Windbloom Festival or if they're going to do a Ludi Harpastum finally, because they never did that last year. I'm not sure, but, things like that. Anyway, overall, I think that this next set of banners is definitely worth considering because there are some really good characters here. Now, personally, I will not be polling on Xiao's banner, and I will be polling on Shenhe's banner. I am not currently sure yet if I want to spend money on it, but I definitely will be spending any extra gems and or wishes on that banner, though, in hopes of getting Yunjin copies and or Shenhe. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a like, hit the notification bell, subscribe definitely, and feel free to leave a comment or questions, and feel free to let me know, are you guys going to pull on the Xiao banner or the Shenhe banner? Are you guys going to use your Lantern Rite freebie 4-star to select Yunjin into your group, or are you going to skip these banners and go to the next group, or even a future patch? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video where I talk about Zhongli and Ganyu's rerun.